Hello everyone, this is Ross from Retro Dream Beam. I'm an eBay seller full-time. I've been doing this with my fiance Netta for a couple years now. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm about to go into what we're shipping out today. Is it Wednesday? Yes, it is Wednesday. All right, so the first thing is Saints Row, the third Studio Edition strategy guidebook. So I've never actually played any of these Saints Row games, and Netta's played at least one or all of them. I'm not too sure. She liked these a lot back in the day. So yeah, this is a cool strategy guidebook. It looks like whatever they call it, Studio Edition. You can tell this looks nice. This sold for $11.25 plus shipping. Everything's going to be plus shipping, so I'll just save us some time right now. All right, next up is going to be a puzzle. I do like selling puzzles, new, used. I'll even complete them to make sure all the puzzle pieces are there. I just enjoy puzzles. I don't know if we have any behind us right now, but I do have a bunch to get to. It's just whenever the mood strikes, I go through them. Right here, there's this little girl. She has some little, it's fairies and animals up here. This is maybe a fairy theme. Let me see, Masquerade right there. That's the title, because there's a bunch of different masks. So this one looks pretty cool. I got this from the people where I get board game bits and pieces from, so they happen to have a puzzle. This sold for $22.50, which is really good. That one is sealed, not used. But yeah, I don't know. I enjoy puzzles. That one looks like a fun one because there's different colors to go through. All right, next up is going to be a little die-cast car. This one is a good quality sheriff car. This is a Chevrolet. Was it Caprice 1996? I had to look it up. I don't know anything about cars, but you saw us get a bunch of die-cast cars. So yeah, the doors open up, the hood opens up. So yeah, this one you can tell looks really cool. I can tell this is a good quality one. So like I said, sometimes stuff is actually cooler in person than in the picture. So I feel like the person's going to like this one a lot. This one sold for $12. So yeah, those cars have been moving along and selling. All right, next up is a Netrunner promo card. This is Apex Invasive Predator. This is going to be an identity right there. So this is one of the characters someone can play for this Netrunner card game. Someone plays a runner, a hacker trying to hack into a corporation. The other person plays their corporation deck, and they're trying to score agendas, basically propaganda. And then after you play your side versus their side, you switched not decks like their decks, but then you play your runner and then they play their corporation, and then you add up all the points from both of the games to see who wins. Really cool game. This is a cool alt art promo card. This particular one sold for $18.74. I had a couple of these at some point, so I kept relisting it. This is my last one, unfortunately, so I had to check all my other Netrunner cards to make sure I had no more. But yeah, that's all of them. All right, next up is going to be a board game, Leningrad: The Advance of Army Group North, Summer 1941. SPI, they make a ton of older board games and stuff like that. We love these boxed military games and stuff. We used to get a bunch of these. Most of ours have sold. We still have probably 20 to 50 or so listings. I didn't check. I'm just going off the top of my head. But we had a lot of these at one point. I like to grab them. This sold for 15. They usually sell for 8 to 25, but there are ones that sell for a lot more, especially if condition is good, it's complete, and then yeah. It just really depends on. There's a ton of them that exist. People love playing them. They're strategic. They're also vintage. A lot of fun. I haven't played any military games kind of like that. They do intrigue me, but I just have no time, and that is not going to want to play that type of board game. So I would have no one to play with. I would have to play solo, which I'm not against it. But yeah, there's just a lot of other board games we have that we still have to play. I think the next one we want to play is this one right here, Aftermath. Really cool storytelling game where you're rats surviving, and you have to go, everyone's gonna have their individual quest, and you're gonna try to complete your quest, and then you have a sandbox world that you're going through, so you're gonna fight snakes and scorpions and stuff that a rat would fight. Really cool thing. All right, next up we have a little, I think this is either a sci-fi miniature or a apocalyptic World War something miniature, so I can't really tell. You probably won't be able to see. The top says MAK 15 millimeter Maschinen Krieger by Jerry, company slave to gaming, and then it looks like this robotic turret on the back or something like that. So we sold stuff like this before. I remember looking up what game or what this was actually. Oh, it says 75 years after World War IV. So sorry, I just read the back, actually get information there. So this is a futuristic post-apocalyptic war game. I could just tell by the miniature, it's a little, like I said, a little robotic turret. That sold for $15. All right, moving along. We sold another patch, which I was telling you guys yesterday. We haven't sold these in a long time. We did better with them before. Devil's Head, Merrimack, Wisconsin. So yeah, this is some kind of skin. This is going to be a hexagon patch. This one's pretty cool. Weird about this is it was like more bent when I originally listed it. So this must have gotten like flattened out in the storage unit when I put them with a bunch of other patches, which is good for us, and the customer will be surprised. It's sold for $12.50. They basically get a better than pictured conditioned patch. All right, moving along, we have a combo order. These are going to be 3 foam trays. Foam trays go inside of miniature bags. So I can't really tell what company this is. Battle Foam. They're a pretty good one. There's a couple companies. Battle Foam's good. So yeah, they're going to have specific sizes because they go inside of those like bags. And then your miniatures, if they shift around, they don't get broken. If you have like a painting project, you can just put them in here. You could just put them in the trays and move along. I have actually some of my board game miniatures that I'm like either working on or like just in trays like this. These particular ones have like pluck little cubes. This is all cubes. So like someone had already started plucking them out. That's okay. People will still use these particular things. But yeah, these are kind of like pluck your own size. But yeah, whoever, like obviously I showed pictures of all the dimensions and stuff. So someone wants them. And then this one right here, this is the third one. This one's not like a pluck one. This has like pre-cut little designs. I'm not sure what this is. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like thinking there's a bunch of little squares, maybe like a Warhammer thing or maybe X-Wing, but I know X-Wing has like more slots. So yeah, this one's pre-cut, so I'm not too sure. Maybe put like a rule book. You can put like all kinds of stuff. These are really useful. They do kind of suck to ship, and like obviously like usually we sell these in combos because bags can fit multiple. And then also like the shipping's going to just by length, and usually they're not like too heavy, but I think the length and the box and everything kind of makes it heavier than like shipping, I don't know, like a card or something like that, or a patch, right? So these ended up selling for, I think it was 27. Sorry, my phone went off. Yeah, 27 plus shipping for those. So that's pretty cool. We do pretty well with the foam. So yeah, they were what, like 9 each. So nothing too crazy. All right, moving along, we have a little desk, like photo flip holder, like a, what do they call these? Rolodex. There, sorry, look at my listing. A little cool Rolodex. We probably got this at like an estate sale or a thrift store. Probably Annetta grabbed this. So yeah, this is going to hold, I think, 4x6 photos. So yeah, this one's just going to flip over on a desk. It's really nice. This ended up selling for $18. So yeah, something cool, like something like not nerdy. Just kind of like unique stuff like that is something that someone looks at your photos if they're cool and they like them. All right, next up, my last Star Wars X-Wing 2nd edition starter set. This is a really cool miniature game. This is their 2nd edition. They had 1st edition for a long time. 2nd edition is the black box, and I believe the packages are also black. The gray one is going to be your 1st edition. So you get a couple little ships here for the Rebels and Imperials. I think, yeah, and you get all your tokens and the rules. This sold for $32.24. I think this was originally like $40 or something. So held its price well. I don't know if they're still making X-Wing stuff, but you can still buy all of the stuff, still play the game. It's a pretty cool game. I played it for like probably like 10 or so hours for 1st edition, and I understand why people go really deep in this game. It's a lot of fun. You pick a couple of ships, you pick some upgrades, and then you like have little dials where you pick like your movement, where your ships are going to go, and after everyone does their movements and flips over like where they're going, you position the ships. There's like crashing, there's crit hits, you're rolling dice for attacks, defense, special powers. There's like little turrets that ships can have. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. All right, last up is going to be a little sticker, Johnny Lightning diecast car stickers. So these are interesting. I got a bunch of like sealed, I think, Johnny Lightning little diecast car stuff. I don't think this one's Johnny Lightning, but these stickers come in usually like the clamshell packages. So I happen to have just a loose sticker from the person we got the cards from. And then I listed it, got $6.99 for just the sticker. All right, so that's everything. I hope everyone is doing well. Let me know if you guys are having any luck on eBay. It's been going okay so far. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to help support us, take a look at the shop down below.